did my paper on street and narrative photography. In photography, there are many different kinds of different types of or styles of photography. There's animal photography, people photography, street photography, narrative photography, light photography. It's always changing as technology um, is growing every day, so there's always different ways to take pictures. But I would have to say that street and narrative photography are the two most talked about styles. Um, uh, Two definitions of street and narrative photography is street photography, according to a definition on reference.com, would be is a type of documentary photography that features subjects in candid situations within public places, such as streets, parks, beaches, malls, etc. um, According to James Veronica in her book, narrative photography invites you to be curious about the stories unfolding in front of you and slowly reels you in as an active participant. Basically, what that means is like there's street photography is more of a you see a moment and you capture it, right then. Um, Narrative is more of a set up situations where you set up sceneries and then you take the picture like that for a story. uh, Even though arguments about things that they're different, there are some things in common, and that's why most people get them mixed up. One thing in common is that they both primarily use people as their subjects. Another thing is sometimes they're both taken to tell a story. Even if street photography is not set up but you take a picture of somebody in a candid situation on the street. There is kind of a story behind it sometimes, but it's not set up that way. Some big differences would be the way the photo is taken. And Andrew Gibson said that street photographers strive to capture the life and culture of the city streets, and that's basically how you take a street photo. Um, Narrative photography is more like a commercial or maybe even professional photography. Um, they usually set up shots maybe for advertising, so there's a great deal of what the photographer wants is how he wants a picture is going to be is how it's going to be. In street photography, you might not have everything right when you take the picture, because it's a candid moment. Clifford England said in his book, the photographers producing these images and creating a new form of the short story through the use of narrative without beginning or end. Basically, what he's talking about is you see when somebody takes a narrative photograph, you see just that snapshot, and that's it. So there's a story there, but you don't know the beginning, and you won't know the end. It's just captured in kind of a in that time. In conclusion, though, I'll say these two styles of photography are very different, even though they may look the same. But by examining the way the photo was shot, the context, and what the photo was shot for and is used for, you can tell the difference between the street and narrative photography. Thank you.